As it stands now, US nuclear program has been hacked. Yes, it has been hacked. I know that is where they get a lot of information from, and and other things. And not just that, the problem is not about it being hacked, but US is blaming China, that China is responsible for the hacking of their nuclear program. They are not really sure. They are not sure, but they blame China. They say China is responsible, and China hasn't accepted that they are responsible for it. And guess what? I thought they said that US is the strongest country both in technology, in fighting, equipment, and every other thing. But do you know that US is finding it very hard to reclaim this their hacked nuclear program? This program has been hacked since the 17th of this month. That is 17th of July, and up to date, US has not been able to reclaim it. They are still trying to get it back, but they have not been able to get it back. And now they are saying that China is responsible for it. And you know that US now is actually unhappy with China. Yes, they are very angry with China, and not just China, including Russia, because these two countries are beginning to get interest, like are beginning to find interest, or being interested. Sorry, these two countries now are becoming friends with Africa. Yes, that is what is actually making US unhappy, and now they are blaming China for their hacked nuclear program. We don't know what is actually true is true, but that is what they are saying. And not even just that, there is another massive war that that Russia is preparing for. Russia is preparing for another massive war. Yes, another massive war with I think US. And this is not just a play war, because Russia is very serious. They have been showing their submarine, yes, their warships and others. And not just that, President Putin has deployed about 17,000. 17,000 army has been deployed by President Putin. When I say army, I mean water army or underwater army has been deployed by President Putin for this war that is forthcoming. War is not something that comes so fast. It can take a lot of time. It can come in the next 10 years. They can be preparing and be talking about it, but in the next 10 years and not will happen. But that is actually what is happening in Russia now. And another news is also coming up, which is that we all know that Africa is like the backbone of many of these Western nations. Yes, Africa, they cannot do without Africa, because they know what they are getting from Africa. And now that USA economy also depends on Africa. Yes, if you are to go well, if you are to analyze it well, that USA economy depends on Africa. That is not even the issue. The issue now is that US is very, very angry with Russia and China. Yes, because they are saying that they are unhappy that Russia and China is making friends with Africa, and thereby making them unable to get what they want to get from Africa. Yes, they are finding it very difficult to get the natural resources from Africa, because Russia is like an eye opener to African countries. And not just that, China also is joining Russia and making friends with Africa, and that is getting US very, very pissed off right now. You all know the AFRICOM leader, which is General Dongwin Adverson. He said that America needs Africa, and they can never allow China and Russia to take over Africa. Yes, that America needs Africa for them to to be more stabilized and every other thing. They have some needs that they need from Africa, some things that are very important in Africa, like Africa is very rich. That is what people understand. Africa is very rich, but just that Africa don't know how to manage their resources, and the kind of government in Africa is also causing issues here and there. Yes, that's one of the issues in Africa, and that's what that man is saying. And you all remember the former ex-army general, yes, the ex-army general of US, which is Zelensky, who was saying that Ibrahim Traore is doing everything he's doing for his own interest, that he knows what he's doing, that he wants to take everything that belongs to Burkina Faso for himself, but he's just using it in a corny way, something like that, some stuff like that. But which that everything is very, very is a lie. Yeah, it is a lie. And you all know that Russia signed a bilateral agreement with Africa, and that is one of the reasons why they are making friends now with Africa. And Russia is actually doing good, like trying its best. Russia is one of the reasons why Africa is even developing. It's like the main foundation of everything, because if you go and watch, you see that Russia, President Putin was the one that opened the eyes of Ibrahim Traore, and thereby, the thing started going more and more, and people, the eyes of other African presidents started opening, even about their resources and other things. But now, US is very pissed off, and now they are saying that China have hacked their nuclear program. That is what US is saying, and US is saying that they want to, they are going to destroy China and Russia if they continue making friends with Africa and continue opening the eyes of Africans. These are all the other things they are talking about. We don't know which one they want to face now. Can US, fight against Russia and China at the same time? Is that possible? I don't know. What? Tell me what you think about that in the comment section. But for me, I don't think it is possible. Yeah. Please, I'm not saying this thing because I stand with any of them or because I stand for Russia. I'm just saying this thing because I'm telling you about the news. So nobody should come for me that this or that. Yeah, that's what is happening. So I really, appreciate you all, and I please you to just like this video. Yeah, comment your thoughts about this, and also subscribe to this my YouTube channel. Thank you one more time. Thank you.